Hey, sports porchers, it's your hockey Jesus, and I'm back with Game 18 analysis of the Pittsburgh Penguins versus the Detroit Red Wings. Well, tonight wasn't quite the shit show the other night was, and that's a good thing. But the Pittsburgh Penguins still managed to lose in overtime tonight. They do gain a the loser point, in a loss at home to Detroit by a score of 3-2. Now, this game was really kind of a meh game. The first period was just Pittsburgh holding on, trying to get their skates underneath them. Kyle Dubas made a move between last game and this game where he traded Lars Eller, and he did it for two reasons. One, he was sending a message to the team, and that is this team no longer needs veteran presence. This team no longer needs guys who are just kind of in the middle playing okay. This team needs to make a youth movement, and they need to do it now. And that was in direct response to the 6-0 start that they had against Dallas. Make no bones about it. That's exactly why that trade happened. It was going to happen anyways. It just happened sooner. The return was fine by my standards. I know they're not getting a return on that second round pick till 2027, but they got like 30 picks in the next three drafts, and half of them are in the first three rounds. So that's a good. Kyle Dubas is doing that part really well. He's starting to accumulate picks for the rebuild, which is happening in front of us. It's just happening slowly. It's weird when it happens slowly, but that is what's going on. And tonight, the Pittsburgh Penguins' first period was kind of the reason why they just kind of came out. They got outshot 12-8, but it was 7-1 for the longest time. And I thought Ned actually kept them in the game a little bit. There weren't a lot of high-level chances. The Pens' commitment to defense tonight was much more visible than it had been in previous games, and I applaud them for controlling the pinching that was going on. And the one pinch that did happen with Pettersson led to a goal. So I think they're starting to get that under a little bit better control, but make no bones about it. This team is not very good. It's not that talented. And I know tonight we had the great accolade, of Gino celebrating his 500th goal. I don't know why they waited so long to do it. I guess they had to weld up that 500 sign in the back, which was actually pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. The Penguins do celebrations well. To give him a gold stick like that, that's pretty cool too. They actually take his stick, and the gold stick that they're making is really his stick. They make it out of the curve and everything is Gino's stick. Now, it's a little bit heavier than a normal stick, of course. It's not made out of gold. It's probably made out of copper or something like that. But the Penguins do the celebrations. They do the nostalgia thing really well. They should, because they have a lot to celebrate. This is a storied franchise. And seeing them play out there in front of Detroit, I love it. I love Detroit's uniforms. Reminds me of the 2008, 2009 battles that we had with them. So there was a lot of nostalgia, not just in the 500 goal area. It was also on the ice. But that's kind of where it ended. You're not seeing the young Sidney Crosby or the Hank Zetterberg out there, the Lidstroms scoring. It's not like that, but it does remind me of it. So I just had to mention that. Back to the game. The Pittsburgh Penguins actually were down 2-0 at one time and did come back to tie it. I thought they were getting to their game really well when they went in that movement to go from 0-2 down to tying it up 2-2. Rusty with a really nice move. I was actually watching him that play. In the defensive zone, he was just kind of standing around, and then when Bunning got it at the blue line, it was like he was kind of shot out of a cannon. right past Sider, right around the goalie. He loves that move. Normally he gets that's where he gets hurt all the time. Normally he'll get taken down. Sider was too far away to take him down, and he wraps it around and gets the goal. And once again, Pedersen on that pinch was brilliant. That's what the defense needs to do better. When you pinch like that, you don't want to pass the puck back. Many times when the Penguins are playing terribly, what they'll do is they'll pinch down into the bottom in the corner, and then they'll have to send it backwards, and it'll always get stolen, and then teams are off on a breakaway. That slowed down pinch, the pass across the middle to Sid, and then right to Bolivier, right in the slot. Just a great finish by Bolivier. I think if he could have had a couple more finishes like that, the Penguins would have won the game. But he fanned on some shots. So I thought the comeback was good. Anytime you get in the overtime period, you never know what's going to happen. Both teams had a chance. Gino probably had the best chance on a really sweet dish from Carlson, and just couldn't finish. Talbot was pretty good on that save. Gino just couldn't get it up, and then when he got the rebound, he shot it right in the Russ skate, and of course you know what happens. Seen it 100 times, where it's a good save on one end and it's a goal on the other end, and that's what happened. Uh, and the Pens don't get the second point, so Detroit gets the second point tonight. What other points do I want to make? I talk a lot about good teams, fast teams, tough teams, and bad teams. I kind of wrote down some things here that I want to share with you guys because I am the hockey Jesus. I know you need a little bit of education about the game. Many of you are true fans of the game, and I appreciate you stopping by. And some of you, you're new to the game. You don't know what that means when the hockey Jesus is saying, "Hey, that's a really good team out there," or "That's a really tough team out there." Here's the thing that makes a team good. When a team gets the puck and they can just pass it, and they don't even have to keep it on their stick for more than a second. It's like a blink of an eye, and it's to the next guy, 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 and it's in the back of the net. That's the sign of a good team. They're well coached. They know where they belong on the ice. They're not just dumping it and getting after it. They know what they are doing on the ice, and they're moving at the speed of the puck. That's a good team. A team that can do that is a very good team. And actually, it's very small amount of teams who can do that well. Dallas was doing it with reckless abandon against the Penguins, and that's why they're a good team. I didn't see it much from either team tonight. Therefore, I'm not calling Detroit or Pittsburgh a good team. There were hints of it. Don't get me wrong, but good teams do that all the time. Now, fast teams. What do fast teams like to do? Fast teams, they'll win races to the puck. So that means if you dump it, you're going to go chase it. And you're going to get there first. The other thing fast teams do, and they do really well, is when they have the puck, they possess the puck a lot because they can skate around, and then they're with the fast passing can actually just skate the puck up the ice too. Fast teams are very good at that. Once again, Pittsburgh Penguins at times show that they can be a fast team, but fast teams do this all the time for 60 minutes, including overtime if they have to. That's the sign of a fast team. Now, tough teams. Tough teams are teams where there's a battle in the corner and two or three people, or maybe just a couple people, are digging at the puck. Tough teams always come out of that scrum, out of that battle with the puck. The other thing tough teams do is they'll park a guy right in front of the goalie, and you can't see. The goalie can't see. They'll take away the goalie's eyes, and you can't move that person, whoever it is, out from the net. That is a sign of a tough team. So when you hear me talk about those three terms, a good team, a fast team, and a tough team, that's what I'm seeing on the ice. And if you're watching hockey, that's exactly what you'll be seeing too. And if you stick with me, the hockey Jesus, I'll keep you up to date. But tonight, there were no fast teams. There were no good teams. There weren't very many bad Neither team played bad tonight. The bad team is a team that always dumps the puck, never gets to the puck, and just doesn't know what they're doing out there. I didn't see very much bad play tonight. It just was meh. And you'll get that a lot. You'll get the majority of the games that are like that in hockey. But tonight, the Pittsburgh Penguins did not come out with the win, but they get a loser point. Let's see, that puts them at 6-12 on the season with 15 points. I don't count that dash, whatever that third number is. We don't do that here on the porch. The hockey Jesus will never use it. So 6-12 with 15 points on the season. Talbot was probably your star tonight. 941 save percentage. And Graves was probably your GOAT. He actually only played 13 minutes tonight as a defenseman. That's pretty bad. He might be sitting sometime soon. I don't know. All I do know is that the Pittsburgh Penguins will be back Friday night. They play Columbus, the first of a back-to-back. They play Friday and Saturday. Saturday, they're back home for some more home cooking. So, I hope you enjoyed this. I welcome you to the porch. I welcome you back. All you got to do is hit that subscribe button. You'll get me right where you want me, right in your in bin. If not, check me out on YouTube. We got you can check us out at theporcheslive.com, theporcheslive.com. All my old episodes, if you like what you hear here, I've got some old episodes there. But I'll be back Friday. I hope to see you then, and let's go Pens.